What's up, Gunpla Modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I am going to build the Strike Noir Gundam from the Stargazer series that came out a few years ago. This kit, this mobile suit, is falls in the line of the Seed and Seed Destiny series. I picked this up about 2 years ago. I have to thank www.GundamModels.com for selling the kit at the show. It was a great kit. I think I paid $50 at the time. I was about to sell this kit on eBay because I had it for some time and I didn't build it immediately, and I just wanted to make some money to buy some more kits. But it was such a cool looking kit that I said no, I should keep it, and today I'm going to build it. A lot of gimmicks here, of course, very, very fine detail, great poses. You have a lot of options here, a few manipulators, obviously a lot more weapons than any other kit, especially the 2 swords and the 2 beam cannons. I guess comes out of this. There's a weird whip thing. Lately the Bandai has been putting out some of these weird, black and white pictures or informational guides behind the kits, so it gives you an idea of what kits are out there. It's an interesting model. Funny thing about this model is that, funny thing about this suit is that when Stargazer came out, the 3-episode OVA, this suit only came out on 2 of the 3 videos. It only came out on video 2 and 3. Video 1, it didn't even show up. It just some event that happened during the Destiny series, and this kit didn't show up on episode 2. I keep saying kit. This suit did not come up until episode 2, and then of course it got its ass handed in episode 3 up against Stargazer, which I have a feeling Bandai will be releasing a master grade of that kit to compete with this kit. So let's have our fingers crossed about that. Let's open up this kit and see what it has. Okay, here's the manual. We'll get to this in a moment. This kit has a lot of black and charcoal colors. Very little red. Black here, kind of like a gray color there. The gray color is the substitute to the white. Unlike the normal Gundam models that like the A-list models, or I would call it the frontline model mobile suits, this one doesn't have the signature white, blue, red that other kits have. So it's going to be interesting how this is going to come out, especially when I do the line arts and stuff like that. Everything else is the same. The only striking tray that looks different happens to be the guns and some of the trimming of the backpack. This is kind of like a lavender color. I've seen that, of course, in the 1 Year War version of RX 79.2 or 78.2. I don't like this colors. This is supposed to be yellow, yet it's kind of like a very, very orange yellowy color. I may have to paint this. And don't worry, I'm not painting it from the tray. It's going to be painted after I finish building it. Let's look at this manual. Okay, standard flare, standard stuff, the trays. I've noticed that some of the trays, like I think this one came from part of the original Strike Gundam and Strike Rouge Gundam that came out a few years ago. They're just borrowing a few of the parts, like the weaponry and stuff like that. Other than that, everything is all original. I'm not going to dilly-dally in this kit like I did with Strike with Force Impulse. I have to admit, that video took a lot longer than I expected, so I'm going to try to see if I can do a condensed version of it, of me building it, but probably expand it out, me painting it. I like the weapons. I have in mind an idea for the pistols. The pistols has given me an idea. I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do, but I plan to modify these guns to look a little bit more cooler. I'll explain you guys about this in videos to come, of course. Other than that, I'm gonna ready to rock this kit. Whoops, excuse me. And put the stupid decals on it. So, let's get ready to build. Before we start building the Strike Noir, I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I have prepared for me to build this kit. Obviously, I have my old Tamiya's extra thin cement, a dental probe. This is great for pulling stuff apart or putting decals on in good position and things like that. X-Acto knife, very sharp X-Acto knife. I actually put this on at the end because if I would have left it alone and I drop it like this, the thing will roll away around here. So I put this on so it prevents me from rolling. Obviously, sometimes I do this. It stays put. Tamiya's P400 Mr. Sander. I have this like around just to do a quick sand if I have to. I also have G-Tools Mr. Polisher Pro. This has to be replaced. I have P600s through 100. Xuron's clippers. Somebody sent me an email about this. They want to know what brand is this. It's called Xuron, X-U-R-O-N. These are very good clippers. Excellent. Pair of tweezers. Great to hold, pick things up. I have another pair of tweezers which I cannot seem to find at this moment. It has a clamp on it, so it's obviously I have to get that. This one, 180 Find M3M sponge sander. This is great for me to sand stuff down quickly if I have to. Always did love this. Okay, right now I'm going to be working on the body unit of the Noir. I decided to cut the pieces off and not record it because I think that was kind of a waste of a time. You guys watching me cut the pieces off the tray. I haven't received any complaints about it, but it takes up a lot of time, especially during video editing. Okay. Hang on a second.